Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got room. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guy...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Left. There we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Lucy. 372.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Bortles now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Bortles. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Kansas City gets the ball back here in a second and continuing to kind of analyze the start for Patrick Mahomes this year. 10 touchdowns, and we're told that's the most touchdowns in 2 weeks in the NFL in its history for a guy to start the season.
Yeah, can you believe that? First 2 weeks of the season, 10 touchdowns. I believe only 1 interception, too, right? So he's taking care of the ball quite well. And just think about this.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown, the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Omaha. Hank.
From midfield, here's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. Over the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They go play action here on first down. He'll bite, and this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. From the gun, it's Bortles. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now it's Hunt. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 50 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They run with Hunt. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. Green 80. Set.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Fournette, a first down carry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 77.
Here's a give to Fournette. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hank.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Bortles now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Paul. And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. As his Chiefs offense comes back onto the field, let's dive a little deeper into their start so far and what we've seen from Patrick Mahomes. You know, one interesting nugget on that win at Pittsburgh, that was something that KC had not done since 1986.
That's pretty impressive. Both of them being in the AFC. They would encounter each other at times on schedule, right? They also encounter each other potentially in the playoffs. Number of opportunities gone for KC. Finally got it done with Patrick Mahomes. So
that's caught inside the 20. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Bortles now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Buying time to his left. They shakes him off. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Reggie Ragland. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Here's Bortles to throw. Now he's forced out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded at the 33. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken in at the 1. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Jackson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. For a big play, 53 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Butker able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough types of kicks that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
372.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And fights him off. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on defense, comes up with a stop. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. We're inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Out to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
It's now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
380.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Put this one through, and that'll be 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the points, they have come fast and Furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Throw.
Back to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. The 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. Mahomes fighting Hill for a big play. 41 yards.
Left.
Mahomes now on first down. Rolling to his right. And some room to maneuver. And I think the ball's out.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board.